In addition to discussing quadratic functions, we're going to want to discuss quadratic equations. That is, equations in which one or both sides are quadratic polynomials. And the degree 2 terms aren't the same, so if we collect the degree 2 terms on one side, they don't cancel out. And we know one method for solving equations like this. We can solve them as polynomial equations. And the technique that we have for solving polynomial equations is by factoring. So here we have x squared minus 7x minus 18 is 0. We already have 0 on one side of this equation. So we want to factor this. The leading coefficient is 1, so we can use the shortcut. We'll want two numbers that multiply to negative 18. So one is negative and one is positive. And they add up to negative 7. So I think our numbers are negative 9 and positive 2. And now the product of these two factors is 0, which means one of our factors is 0. X minus 9 equals 0 when x is 9. X plus 2 equals 0 when x is negative 2. So the solutions to this equation by factoring are x equals 9 or x equals negative 2. And of course, we can check to see that that worked. Right? 9 squared minus 7 times 9 minus 18. That's 81 minus 63 minus 18, which really is 0. Negative 2 squared minus 7 times negative 2 minus 18. That's 4 plus 14 minus 18. So that'll be also 0. So both of these numbers actually work in the original equation. They really are our two solutions. Now, in the previous example, the equation was given in standard form. Of course, polynomial equations aren't always given in standard form. If they're given in a different form, we need to rewrite them. So for example, we might be given a quadratic equation in the following form. We have x minus 4 all squared equals 9. Now you might be thinking, I think I know an easier way to solve this equation without multiplying it out. And you're right. We're doing it this way for a reason. Right, we can multiply this out. Right, so we have x minus 4 times x minus 4 is 9. X squared minus 8x plus 16 is 9. And then we'll subtract 9 on both sides. X squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 9 is 7 equals 0. Now we're in standard form. We want to factor the polynomial. We want to use the shortcut because the leading coefficient is 1. We want two numbers that multiply to positive 7 and add up to negative 8. So they'll both be negative. I think the only way to do that is negative 7 times negative 1. And that actually works. And now we're saying this product is 0. So one of the factors must be 0. If x minus 7 is 0, that happens when x is 7. X minus 1 is 0. That happens when x is 1. And we see that both of these solutions actually work in the original equation, right? 7 minus 4 squared. That's 3 squared, which is 9. 1 minus 4 squared. That's negative 3 squared, which is also 9. So plugging those in really does give us solutions to our original equation. But there is an easier way to solve this equation, which we're going to see in the next video.